welcome to the Blubber Plays Sled Shred, featuring the Jamaican Bobsled team. A game with box art that just screams quality, and not good quality. How terrible will this be? How much of a sellout game? We will see. Jamaican Bobsled, do you even know it features them? Are they yet to receive any royalties? G'day, Mama. We get to pick which one we are? Sorry, but the controller was just making noises. This is a game that uses the controller's speaker. A quirky and mysterious man arrives at a snowy hill.
Hey, relaxy. Dis-moi toi.
Oh, hey, help!
Alain Couture.
What are you people doing?
Attack-zo, a crime man.
If you want to sled shred, you'll need one of these. Huh? What's that? Wicked.
You dong, hey man.
Get out there and shred those slopes. Seaside Dunes. Are you gonna tell us how the game controls? No. Okay, but it appears to be a standard Wii steering game. There's jump. And the other button doesn't seem to do anything. The ground textures leave something to desire. The shapes are pretty good. And the background art is pretty crappy. I'm gonna need to turn the music up. Might do that between levels. Gold! Let's see if we can boost that music. Maybe even a little bit more. Something like that. Maybe even the littlest bit more. Okay.
How do I do that?
Nice shredding, kid, but you've got a lot to learn.
Hey, right now.
Lucky for you, I am your coach, the Coachman!
So,
Let's get you some mad skills. You've unlocked speed bursts. Steal through blue tunnels for a speed burst. Jingo! It's my fault. I exited streamer mode to make sure that I got the right character atted with decoy. The boost tunnel didn't boost me. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to... Just a sec, or Jingo's gonna spam 1,000 dog pictures. Look. Go away. There we go. Sorry. Really do wish... Well, I should find out how to change the settings in a way that suits me. Is the end answer. Achievement unlocked. Full speed ahead. Alright. Blobber. Victorious once again. Honestly, it's been surprisingly good. Cowboy Calamity. Collect snowballs and throw them by flicking the Wiimote or pressing up on the control pad. Use 3 snowballs for a special attack. Oh my god, you can just spam them. Who thought this was a good idea? No! Third, unacceptable. Come on. Oh, that was someone throwing a snowball. Revenge. Woof! Alright. You've unlocked Cowboy Carl. Seaside Dunes. Tube special attack. Press down on the control pad and release. To slam the ground, you require 3 snowballs to perform this attack. Yeah, the snowball mechanic is just tedious. Ooh! You've unlocked Abominable Tropics. No more mechanics? Exhausted the mechanics? I seem to be sufficiently front-running that the others cannot snowball me. You've unlocked Max Sun.
Invited right now.
Alright kid, it's time to get off the kiddie slopes and get serious.
Did you dong? Did you dang? Did you cry so?
Looks like the Jamaicans are here. It's Winston Watt of the Jamaican Bobsled team.
Invited right now.
He's the speediest shredder to ever slide down these slopes.
Down, hey down. Hey, relaxy. See? That's right.
To keep up with him, you're gonna need one of these. A wok? A disc. Disc special attack. We can make a tornado. A snow tornado instead of a fire tornado, as we are accustomed. Tails crossover racing experts. There seems to be a lot more left-right momentum with the walk. Ooh, I've entered snowballing range. You've unlocked Winston Watt. Cowboy Calamity. I haven't worked out how to throw backwards, but the AI seems to understand it. No! Oh, come on! You lead the whole way and they overtake you on the finish? Boo! Though it does give us an idea that they basically always go through the center things. So there would be something to be said for saving up enough to do a tornado thing. And if we can work out how you actually do it, putting a tornado down in like here. Apparently we cannot. Pretty sure it said hold down on the control stick. You've unlocked Dino Dash. Oh, I didn't realize that was going to be a jump. Jump! You've unlocked Jurassic Jill. Alright. Cowboy Calamity. The cooldown from being snowballed meant I couldn't make the jump. Seriously, game. No, I think we're gonna have to redo this one. Womp 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 womp. Try again. Yeah, it's been surprisingly good, Jingo. The little avatars are low quality, as are the cutscenes, but the gameplay is kind of okay. Music is upbeat. Come on, I got past that. The AIs realized my stated strategy, but they actually understand how to activate the special attack. Nope. We improved, but not enough. Yeah, jumping has a moderate speed, but it reduces your ability to turn whilst you're holding the get ready to jump button. Fairly significantly. Come on, I could not have been leaning more left, game. Good. No, as in like now, because I'm accidentally holding the button, I can't turn left or right at a reasonable speed. That would have been second, but the camera decided it didn't like turning to face that final boost. Okay. You think you want to grab that first boost and then jump to the left? Come on, forwards, forwards, forwards. Over. Turn. Over. 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 Really wish I understood how to reliably do the tornado in here. They've got other buttons to work with. They could have just made it one of the other buttons. Right, there's the B button underneath here that we haven't used for anything. Why not make that the special attack button? You've unlocked tricks and ramps. Abominable Tropics. Tricks. Collect a sun to gain a trick charge. Land a trick to gain a time bonus. Is it like it freezes time for everyone else, or does it deduct time at the end of your run? How is this gonna work? I was trying to get ready to do the trick, or the jump on the ramp to try and do a trick. No, I did press jump. Boo! There we go. What did that do? Surely that was a trick and we landed it. Apparently not. Holy moly, first is fast. Well, try again. No. Oh, come on, that was a jump. Mr. Huntsman showed up in your room again. But he has been captured this time. Gonna need to do this one again. But we've also worked out that I think it wants you to press D-pad buttons to do tricks. So we have done some learning. But we haven't seen this time bonus thing. One of the AI did it. It took 1 second off of their time. Okay. Apparently my trick wasn't good enough, even though it felt like it was one. It's a bit disappointing. See, that was a trick, and we landed that. My trick just wasn't cool enough, it would seem. Badum-tisk. Come on, turn, 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 turn. Second. No one got any tricks. We must win. No first of the losers. And you say second, but I don't see anyone else. Oh, wow. When did they get so far ahead? Yeah, the power-up goes away. You're only allowed to have one trick charge. I am inclined to agree. We just have to find out what counts as a successful trick. Second again. I'd also believe that, like, it's potentially possible they've hard-coded the AI to beat your time by 1 second, so that you're forced to prove that you can do a trick here. There we go. Surely that noise was a "you've done a trick properly" noise. Yeah, 2. Yes. Yes. Oh, come on, that was double. I should get 2 trick points for that. Yeah, 2 tricks. Although they were 2 separate tricks. Next. You've unlocked Reggae River.
Hey, do I not?
So, you think you've got talent? Check this guy out. You've unlocked Toboggan. Reggae River, Toboggan special attack. Press it down on the control pad and shake the Wiimote to hurl a snowball barrage. Oh, we're finally something approaching bobsledding. There's 2 of it. Oh my god, why are there alligator heads? Ballroom blitz, ballroom blitz. Our ability to turn in this is hideously curtailed. You think forward speed is a bit better? Could be. Alright, first try. You've unlocked Clive MacDonald. Calypso Canyon. Compared to the walk? Yes. It accelerates quicker too. Come on, turn. Jump. Jump. Just would not turn enough. Same there. It's a noticeable missing feature that there is no, like, mini-map or indication of where the others are in relation to you. You've unlocked Just for Fun Factory. Dominating wins, 7 seconds. Not just a second or so. Too early. It's on me. Now, how we were told to do this? Jump and then shake the Wiimote. It didn't seem to do anything. Maybe it's not jump? Okay, that did something. I think that might have thrown snowballs behind us, though. Yeah. I really do hold they should have just used the B button, or the 2 button. They've got 2 other control buttons to use, and they insist on just everything has to be D-pad, D-pad, D-pad. And then weird combinations of D-pad and shaking and D-pad and other button. Okay, you've unlocked Fred Foreman. And flag gates. Oh god, we have to get the right side of things. Why, this is Sled Shred, featuring the Jamaican Bobsled team, Hi-Fi Panda. Go through flag gates to boost your speed. Miss one and lose your boost. Our special Winter Olympics edition of Sellout Sunday. Why aren't you turning? Victory! First try. You've unlocked Marine Tunnel. Marine Tunnel Tour. Victory! By 10 seconds.
Hey!
Whoa, it's Wayne Thomas and his Steel Runner. You've unlocked Steel Runner. Steel Runner. Run faster at the start of the race by shaking the Wiimote up and down. Actually, it's probably like this. It mostly puts the boosts on the outside lane, I think so. I am honestly surprised we came second. I would have thought we would do better there, but we'll have another go. Come on. Fucker. Yeah, I was going to say third my backside. Where are the other people if I'm in third? No, I did press jump game. Boo. Not even. We're getting worse, apparently. Again. I feel like the first half was better. We've been changing vehicles constantly. We started out on a tire inner tube, then we moved to a walk, then we moved to a plank. Now we're on something that actually resembles a sled. Which is called a steel runner. Okay, victory. Third time is the charm. You've unlocked Wayne Thomas. Dino Dash. Steel Runner special attack. Press down on the control pad and steer to carve an ice trail. Oh, come on, I jumped. Boo! Okay, so it builds a little wall that's annoying to your enemies? I hate the snowball mechanic. Wow. Well, I guess we're doing this one again. In fact, is there just a... Yes, there is. I understand. Still, we learnt how the, make an ice wall thing works. Bugger. Go. Except the AI is returning the favor. Jump! This time. Surely that will be hideously annoying. No, apparently it did nothing for them. I built a whole of course across wall game, and I get nothing for it? Close. Maybe it only hurts the first person to hit it? We've not seen the AI use it, so we don't know if it, like, disintegrates when the first person hits it. The AI did tricks to win on time. They're playing smarter, not harder. This opens up into the big dino jump. Jump. To do a trick, but nope. Yeah, it was a close pack, so the trick mattered. Okay. 9-second-ish win. Victory. Coconut Cascade. It feels like once you're front running, so they can't throw snowballs at you, they start crab bucketing each other. It's a very lanky monkey. Like it's an oddly humanoid, non-hunched monkey. Monkey was kinda swole. Shortcut? Please stop rubbing the wall. A very tight pack. It's an incredibly tight pack. Yes! Third place shown in the bottom right. Do a jump first. Alright. Reggae River. Back to the crocodile one. Wasn't a good start. And although cool, we don't get any bonus for doing that when we didn't have a charge on the Tricko thingo. Now we have a trick charge. Failure, and we're getting snowballed, return the favor. Successfully jump. I reckon that's a shortcut, but we've not managed to take it yet. Wow, nah, everyone else is, well, I suppose we can practice. No, not after that. Start again. They jumped ahead when they were on a separate thing. There was a different shortcut. There was definitely one up a long, thin, brown wooden... That's my fault, I should have done more running. Brown, thin ramp. I tried to take it, but failed. Here. Yeah. But the AI seems to go a different way? Maybe they can just reliably take the shortcut. No amount of hopping saves us at the end. You might have to skip a jump to make the other one. You think they're all falling down at that other section there? Rather than making that jump that I make. Maybe. It's a lot better than I thought it would be, Decoy. The story is silly, and the character models are glorified me's. But the actual gameplay's alright. Aside from the snowball throwing. I hate the snowball throwing. Alright. Victory! You've unlocked Balloon Festival Ridge. It's a carter in the end, and I like carters. I would not be bobsledding near these edges of mountainside. Absolutely not. So yeah, in short, Decoy, the 3D models are okay, the textures and background graphics are kind of bad. The music is pretty nice. The gameplay is pretty nice. Aside from the snowball throwing. There's a shortcut left into the mountains that I missed? Possibly. Come on. Oh wow, the AI is taken to doing the jump thing. I don't want to have to spam jump the whole race. That is not appealing. Alright.
Did you dong? Did you dang? Did you Kreisel?
You've come a long way, kid. I think you're ready for the Mixed Circuit Shredathon. We're back to beginner. Yeah, beginner doesn't have a run-up. We're back to the beginner tire inner. I'm glad you liked the beatbox, Decoy. It had me rewatch it as well. There's an oldie but a goodie, but I will say that the 16-year-old video clip that goes with it is certainly showing its age. It does. The slalom gates give you a boost. Give you a slight speed boost. But it's not huge. I am trying to take the Mentos. Your words are a little bit hurt me a little bit. Yeah. You barely notice the speed up, I agree. It's not big. Yeah, it's also cumulative. If you keep getting them, it gets better and better. Okay, we're on the walk for the underwater level. I don't know why we started at full speed. No! Yeah, there we go. After 3 of them, you could notice it. But now it's back to being slow. Two, 3. We should have a fairly noticeable speed up. At least until we miss that one. I got stop. Snowballing me, jerks. Alright. Back to the seaside dunes. Except that we're now Sled. Ah, didn't count. Going what feels painfully slowly. Too much sideways, slideways. Oh, and they put a jump on the end and not even time to actually do the trick with it. Boo! But oh well, we won. Cowboy Calamity. Now we're on the ski board. One that has 0 turning ability. Yeah. I missed 2 in a row. I know. I'm surprised that didn't count as clipping that. The AI is really bad with this vehicle. Holy moly are they, 11 seconds behind us. You've unlocked Mango Meltdown. I think we've now had more levels than Kokoto Racing. Come on, how did that not count? Yes. Felt like it wanted me to go left there, but apparently not. Apparently I'm super losing. Oh, no, there we go, back to winning. Missed one. Fantastic. No, Flagtastic. You've unlocked Sir Sammy something. Sir Sammy Slopes. Thank you, Jingo. Quite a happy walrus. Let's take one more look at the walrus. Yeah, what a happy walrus. You made it, kid. You're ready to shred in a bobsled, but you'll need a wingman. And no one is better than Ricky McIntosh. Suntan Slope. Well, the AI seems a lot better at running on this than I am. It doesn't feel like you steer at all in this. Blue is faster. Oh, you mean that there's the multiple kinds of ice. Okay. The trouble is you barely steer. How far behind were we? Between 10 and 10 and 5 seconds. Try again. The AI is so good at the running on this one compared to the other one. They're just out of vision instantly. Not really an improvement. It also seems willing to kill us? Yes. So it does let us do a barrel roll. We still had our vertical momentum when it respawned us. Oh, 30 seconds. Apparently we're getting worse, not better. Don't know how much better it's reasonable to think we could do than that. And yet still 10 seconds. There has to be something we're missing. Apparently facing the wrong way is something we're missing. The AI was just spun around. I don't feel like I've done anything different. Closer. 3 seconds instead of 30. But yeah, it didn't feel like I was especially doing anything different, so I have no idea. I don't feel this was worse than the other time. Yet we haven't seen an AI since the start. Yeah, normally we have 2 crash outs, and we've only had 1. If anything, this should be our best result. Well, I suppose we could see them cross the finish line this time. I briefly caught up to Friendo, and then they sped up for no obvious reason. Still, this time we saw 2 of them finishing. They took the training weights off. Oh, come on! Closest to have been 0.1 seconds. As in off the AIs, Antares, was the way I interpreted it. They being the AIs. Okay. I reckon if we go wider at the start of the section where we're bumping into them, we might actually have this. We should be going slower, but it's a fighting analogy, not a gravitational potential energy analogy. Yeah. I do not feel speedy this go, and I don't know why. Now we feel speedy. This is normally the bit where we would be catching up to them. So something has gone horribly wrong. Yeah, there is normally the bit where we've been catching up and overtaking one of them. back to like 10 seconds. 15, even though I don't understand what was different. You're gonna go have a shower? Enjoy your shower. Oh, one of them died. And then they're instantly faster than us. Bullshit. They literally just dived out. Oh, and we're back to 13-ish seconds. Are you gonna tell me something more? That we're supposedly meant to be using a nunchuck. And there's a go faster button. Oh my god. There is a speed up. Really? Please disconnect the... But it's a nunchuck, and you said we could have a nunchuck in the menu. That's quite a difference. It is. We might even come third. Oh, come on. That's body blocking. Boo. Boo. Stewards. Objection. Hello? Forwards! Yeah. So much of that was that spinning out at the start. We can go without that. Okay. No, come on. No, come on! New record, second. But after leading almost the whole race, that's disappointing. Victory! Victory! You've unlocked Ricky McIntosh. Blazing Banana. As long as it's not like Super Monkey Ball. How exactly are you suddenly faster than me, friends? That's on me. I should have been out wider there. It's more like bumper carts. There's certainly a lot of contact. Come on! Wouldn't let me squeeze in around the edge. Okay. We don't fail to go wide on that bit on the left and we should be okay. Beautiful overtake. Overtake the whole group as a single thing. No, they're all suddenly out of sight. No, if anything we did worse. Again, but better. Come on, forwards. Bullshit, you overtook me there. Yes! Why did it make the sad noise when we won? Whatever, we won. You've unlocked Fever Flip Out. Hokey doodle. The other AI would stop ramming us. A loop-de-loop, it's become Sonic. A second loop-de-loop. But apparently we did something hideously wrong on the loop-de-loop. So the moral is be dead center of the loop-de-loop, as far as I can tell. Try again. Try and also be dead center of the loop-de-loops. It's frustrating. Shit. Okay, loop-de-loop 1. Stay nice and centered. Yeah, something that the AI does is better on those loop-de-loops, I don't know. Yes! Knowing how bobsledding works, the idea of being near this much snow is terrifying, Sunaj. Period. Alright. Next. Isn't this the same level? There's palm trees. Look at all this snow. I could go play one of the snow levels, but I want to keep playing the game forwards. As nice as it would be to object to Sinage, it's ice. The dark bits are ice. The blue bits. The white bits, I think, are supposed to be snow, because they make us go slower. See, look! Tell me that was ice. That was snow on the screen. Snow! Quickly, I need to be on the outside. Outside. Tilt forwards more. Outside. Snow is ice. Is all snow ice, but not all ice is snow? All buses are vehicles, but not all vehicles are buses. Yes, there's a... You want to tilt the controller forwards to count as leaning forwards to gain speed. We've successfully completed 2 levels, and now we're trying to beat the 3rd. So yeah, take the controller, tilt it forwards, and it counts as leaning forwards. You gain speed. Tilt it backwards to brake. We only found it out by going into the options menu, looking at the yeah, I know there's no control, there's no rebalance board. Looking at the controller, trying to plug in the nunchuck, and then it telling us, no, that isn't something you're supposed to have plugged in. And I went, well, there's arrows here, let's look at this. And then this thing said, speed up by tilting controller. Okay. Not that it had explained that. So yeah, it's a combination of stay tilted forwards and on the blue snow, the blue ice if you can. And then sometimes just a little bit fighting the AI to push them off of it. Once you're jostling each other. Like, jostle them in a way that makes them clip the bad low speed area. There's also a new mechanic. Wow. There's a new feature. It's not so much a mechanic. Loop-de-loops. You want to be staying in the middle of the loop-de-loop as far as I can tell. Yeah, like now. You want to jostle them in a way that pushes them onto the bad ice. If you can. Nope, I won. You made the unhappy noise, but I see victory for me, so... nah. Whew. Ballroom Blitz. Ballroom Blitz. Blobbers on the run. Yeah. Come on, I'm leaning forward, catch up. Ooh, they successfully pushed me off. Second? Is second good enough? Second is good enough to continue, but it's not good enough for my ego. You wonder how many times we've broken our spines? Or just, like, beheaded each other by running into each other with the blades underneath the vehicle. When we flip out. And can't you see, Sunaj? Our head sits disembodied away from our body. I'm not sure there is a spine. We are discount me's. Well, we have better hands than normal me's, I think. That collision was not to our advantage. That one kind of was. Yes! Safe! We have no neck, but we must race. You've unlocked Bammy Barrel Roll. You're amazing, kid! But you'll need a bigger team if you want to compete with the Jamaican Bobsled team. Name drop! You've unlocked 4-man Bobsled. Bammy Barrel Bolt. So is this just like the big ski board version of this, where it turns worse? So far I'm not really noticing much difference. And it makes the frame rate die. It really doesn't like rotating the skybox. I guess it's a bit harder to overtake because we're longer. second. But first of the losers isn't good enough. We want first. The AI seems to know something about those corkscrew bits that I don't. Don't hit the center pole this time. And yet our overall result is actually kind of worse. So we drove better, but we got a worse result. I feel. Try again. Come on. Yeah, even worse. Maybe we overtake one guy here, but I doubt we're going to get two. Oh well. So equal our best result. First of the losers. I feel like that was our best, and yet... Womp womp. The AI also seems to know something about starting that I don't. Because, like, I'm equal with them in the running, and then suddenly they're ahead of me. Where is the last guy? Just zounds ahead. Come on, I'm leaning forwards, game. Gather speed. Haven't seen any of the AIs. Oh, there we go, just barely. Although, in fairness, we did do about 3 seconds worse than last time. Maybe I wasn't leaning the controller enough. Let's try even more vigorously leaning it forwards. Nope. Try again. This bobsledding is surprisingly warm work. This is going to be a horrid time. Yeah. Womp 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 womp. Might have to accept the second on this one. Tired of it. No, I don't think we're allowed to crash out, basically, at all. Some of those I don't think should be counting as jumps. Yes! Although our time is bad, everyone else's time is bad as well. We will take it. Didn't we already do this one? No. One, we could have tolerated. Two... It feels like maybe they've made the sidewall smaller, so it's easier to fling yourself off? Maybe? I claim interference from the other group there. No. We can't live with two. Ugh. How can we start learning the rest of the track, though? There's not that much more to the track. Thank you, fan. Does mean I'm gonna be flickery. Wah, 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 wah. It's kind of caused by colliding with the other person. That won't be acceptable. No technical drift. Everything is a drift. G'day, Stretso. Maybe. Second? Do I accept a second? No. We are not first of the losers. No, come on. No. And then we collided. If we hadn't collided that person, we would have been second again, but nearly a first. No, there was no way that second one was a jump. The first one I will pay, the second one no. Means we have to do the start again. Getting my arm workout for the day. Nah. Again, if they hadn't been in the way there, that final corner, but oh well. At least we're consistently now almost first. Second. But second isn't first. Maybe like 3 more. If we get like 3 more seconds without a first, I might swallow my pride. One at the start we could live with. 2 wipeouts so close to the start, no. Ah, that feels like bull. Well, maybe. Yes! Not because we did better, but because everyone else did worse. But we'll take it. Okay, first try on the map. We're not going to feel too bad. The other people were within sight at the end, and we were fighting them for a fair bit of the way. Well, this time we haven't seen the others almost at all. They're barely in view on the straight. Wah, 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 wah. Although only like 3 seconds off. Grrr. No, come on, I just overtook them! Ugh. Good old rubber banding effect. It really does feel like they super speed up if they slow down too much. Nah. 2 crash outs is unacceptable. No, they're not. They're not racers in this sense. They don't want people colliding into each other with death machines. Second crash out, probably unacceptable. Try again. I was trying to force green to go wide, but without success. At the start? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing at the start. As far as I'm concerned, they cheat at the start. That's probably GG. Yeah. Womp womp. Yeah, I think this is one where we will say a second is acceptable, and this one's a bit too obnoxious. Also, in part, it's because it's so short. So I don't have a lot of time to make up for the AI's cheating start. No! Second one is unacceptable. One we can maybe deal with, but two is just right out. No. A, the game thought I was braking there for a whole lot of time when I wasn't. B, 2 crash outs. Hideous time! Where the hell were they? Oh, it's only 4 seconds, but we never saw them. Yeah, like the way that they just re-accelerated instantly there after the collision. Second, we will live with for this one, I think. But we did this one! Does it just keep looping? No. And let's see if there's information out there. There's no public information. It's that unloved. Alright. I mean, on the one hand, I understand why. The AI seems perfectly comfortable driving backwards. Bullshit. First. And not just by a little bit, by like 4 seconds. You checked the release year of this game. The problem has only gotten worse. Ooh. Sorry. Phone is trying to nag me to get up if I wasn't already up. Controller? Okay. I guess you're saying it's not like a fine wine. Nah. The second, or the third crash out's probably too much. We did a full loop-de-loop in the 3/4 pipe. Not quite a half pipe, it's a bit more than a half pipe. Yes! Oh, we've got actual loop-de-loops to do. I thought that was going to be the end. Blue ice equal go faster, correct. Try and stay on the middle of the blue ice. Burst! Finish! Congratulations, kid. You're a championship sled shredder. Roll credits? Well, kid, there's plenty of snow left to shred, but as for me, I'm taking a break. I'm Jamaica. You've unlocked Coachman. Roll credits. Just for fun games. What a lie of a name. Alright, and so we have finished Sled Shred featuring the Jamaican Bobsled team. No, not even legally distinct. It upright puts them in the name. It's a sellout game. It's Sellout Sunday for a reason. The first person alive to ever see these credits? Possibly. I explore strange new worlds here on the channel. Alright, but time to evaluate the game. Is it worse than Batman Dark Tomorrow? It's hard to imagine anything worse than Batman Dark Tomorrow, but game rating, and we are rating Sled Shred, featuring the Jamaican Bobsled team. Okay, this is our 22nd title. Was it fun? Batman is worse than... It pains me to admit it, but Batman is worse than Dino Crisis Antares. Yeah, it was pretty fun. There's a bit of less fun because of the snowball mechanic. I think the snowball mechanic is stupid. It's somewhere between 3 and 4 for fun. I'll be a bit less generous and give it a 3. Is it true to source? It has the character names, and it's about... Sometimes it's about bobsledding. Nothing else seems to be to do with the base IP of the Jamaican bobsled team. Maybe 2 is generous, but I was ungenerous with my 3 in fun factor, so we'll say that about evens out. Is it interesting? It's more interesting than a generic kata. Is it doing new and different things? I can't remember any other, like... There's skiing games. Yeah, I'm willing to give it a 2. It's interesting and different to have a downhill slope racer with all the different vehicles and all the different various mechanics that they introduce with the tricking and the snowballing and the whatnot. Did it have good graphics? The 3D models are pretty good. The textures that are applied to those models and the background skybox sort of thing was pretty bad. The 3D characters are horrendous rip-off me's, and the in-game cutscene clips are of those horrendous me's on like monocolor backgrounds. So I think a 2. Somewhat below average, but not like hideously horrid. The music? I actually quite liked the music. The music can have like a... somewhere between like a 3 and a 4. Aside from the one that was clearly Ballroom Blitz, they should get their own riff. The sounds? Like the skiing sound and the throwing snowballs at people sound and the going through the slaloms correctly sound. I think they were serviceable. How little of his lines they had voice acted was disappointing. I'm going to subtract a point there. I would give it 3 if all of Mr. Jamaica Man's lines were voiced instead of being partially voiced, partially Simlish, partially unvoiced. The controls? The controls function and are surprisingly good for a Wiimote steering game. On the other hand, they often don't tell you or teach you them properly, so I'm going to go with like a 3. A 3 is good for a Wiimote game, keep in mind. Right? All things in context, that is far better than a lot of Wiimote games get. Is it intuitive? Aside from the unexplained controls, pretty much everything is intuitive because it's such a simple downhill sledder. I'm going to be slightly cruel and give it a 2, because I didn't like how frustrating the special moves were to do. You were hoping for another man? No, this was fairly fun. It was a little bit bad, but it was fairly fun. Whereas Man vs. Wild was perhaps in some ways technically good, but just not fun. Like, Man vs. Wild had better graphics and whatnot, but it was just truly unpleasant to play. Is it rude to the player? The AI is super accelerating at the start on the sleds. On the actual bobsleds is pretty rude. The AI's rarely seeming to run out of snowballs to throw at you is pretty rude. But it's not quite as bad as Eminem's or Super Bombad Racing was, so we're going to give it a 2. And then is it difficult? It's surprisingly difficult for what's meant to be a little kiddo's racing game. It's definitely tougher than, like, the Bionicle and whatnot. Yeah, that looks about right on my scale. Who suggested this? We're gonna blame Decoy, even though it was also myself. So let's make our notes. Our explicit notes that go with these. So it was 3D models, okay. For the levels, not the me's, or not the legally not me's. But the textures, kinda not. Music, good. Aside from one that uses Ballroom Blitz riff repeatedly. Doesn't really do anything with the base IP other than mention the character names and the Jamaica setting. Frustrating special move controls, and doesn't teach you certain important things, like lean forward. Also, the control menu said I could have a nunchuck, but when one was connected, it told me to unplug it. Alright. I hate the snowball throwing mechanic. It leads to, once you front run the other's crab bucket situations. Okay, I think that is fair. And then drum roll. What does this tabulate to? Does it end up in the truly horrible category? Is it perhaps a genuinely good game? No. Even though it's kind of fun, it gets put in the kind of a bad game. Truly horrible. I'm glad it did better than Zoids. I certainly had a lot more fun than with Zoids. Although Zoids had much better 3D graphics. And it was a generation earlier, right? Zoids on the GameCube looked better than this did on the Wii, which is not great for this. Yeah, and that checks out. We've given Zoids a 3. Good. The system works. Okay. Well, cheers everyone. Thank you for joining. I hope you had a lovely time with Sled Shred with the Jamaican Bobsled team. Keep the suggestions coming, like Sergeant Cookie in chat here with Spawn Armageddon. And those of you on YouTube, leave a comment. But for now, peace.